Moon. Future missions. Source: Science Focus. By visualgk.com. June 2022. NASA's Cislunar Autonomous Positioning System Technology Operations and Navigation Experiment, or CAPSTONE, is a technology demonstration mission to test and verify the stability of the intended orbit of Gateway. August 2022. Roscosmos, the Russian space agency, is set to send its Luna 25 lander to the Moon. It will touch down near the lunar south pole, at the Boguslavsky crater. August 2022. South Korea will use its Pathfinder lunar orbiter to survey and map lunar resources, including ice and helium-3. After a failed attempt with Chandrayaan-2 in 2019, India will attempt a soft landing on the Moon, with Chandrayaan-3. October 2022. Private Japanese space company iSpace will send a lunar lander, called Hakuto A Mission 1, to the Moon. It will also carry a lunar rover, for the United Arab Emirates. Late 2022. Efforts to commercialize the Moon will ramp up, with the launch of Intuitive Machines 1 and 2. IM-1 and IM-2. A collaboration with NASA, these landers are designed to deliver commercial payloads to the lunar surface. In a new commercial space race, Astrobotic Technologies Mission 1 will carry 7 rovers to the lunar surface. (2023). The first Moon tourists will fly around the Moon and return to the Earth aboard a SpaceX Starship, thanks to the deep pockets of Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa. Before March 2023, the Japanese space agency, JAXA, will carry out its first ever lunar surface mission, called Smart Lander for Investigating the Moon, or SLIM. November 2023. NASA's Volatiles Investigating Polar Exploration Rover, or VIPER, will begin prospecting for water ice around the lunar south pole. Mid to late 2023. In a demonstration of increasing public-private cooperation, Firefly Aerospace's Blue Ghost and Masten Space Systems XL-1 landers will both carry NASA-sponsored experiments and commercial payloads to the Moon. Late 2023. The Australia Lunar Exploration Mission will send nanosatellites in order to help NASA's Artemis program. The Dutch will also send Leica to measure the radiation at the lunar south pole, ahead of future human bases there. 2024. Chang'e 7 will see the Chinese land on the lunar south pole and send out both a rover and a flying probe to prospect for lunar resources. They'll be cooperating with the Russian Luna 26 orbiter that will be there at a similar time. Chang'e 6 could return samples from the lunar surface. (2024). iSpace will send both a lander and a rover to the Moon. Jeff Bezos's space company, Blue Origin, plans to land on the Moon. And NASA will begin to send key elements for building Gateway to lunar orbit. 2026. NASA will return humans to the Moon for the first time since 1972, including the first female astronaut and minority ethnic astronaut. (2027). China's Chang'e 8 could explore how to turn lunar resources at the Moon's south pole into usable materials through 3D printing. 2030. Gateway, which is like a version of the International Space Station in lunar orbit, will finally be finished. Astronauts will start to spend months living around the Moon. Probably in 2035. Astronauts begin living on the lunar surface, for extended periods, near the Moon's south pole, just as we currently do with Antarctic research stations. It will largely be funded by paying moon tourists. Probably in 2040. A flourishing lunar industry will see people relocate to the Moon, to work in the mining sector. Helium-3 is returned to the Earth, to sustain the latest fusion reactors, powering the planet. Probably in 2050. With climate change starting to really bite on Earth, more of our heavy industry will be moved to the lunar surface, and the Moon will become a launch pad for regular crewed trips to Mars. Please like, share and subscribe. visualgk.com